Hey everybody, welcome back to microbeerreviews.com. Alright, this beer I had a long time ago. So, in my world, that's like 2 or 3 years ago. It's out of Raleigh, North Carolina. It's called the Peacemaker Pale Ale. It's got this really cool, I don't call them labels on cans, but the artwork of this, the Peacemaker coming at you back in the old West days. It's a West Coast style American Pale Ale. They use several hop varieties when they talk about it for a beautiful hop aroma where they balance bitterness and a special blend of American and European malts that makes this a very well-rounded, characterful beer. It's 5.7% ABVs and it's only 47 IBUs, which for a pale ale is actually teetering on the high side, wanting to be an IPA. It said the brewer's notes are designed for people that love hops and IPAs, but want a refreshing, clean, less bitter, less alcohol ale for the end of the workday for a drinking session. So I don't classify session beers anything over 5%. So this is 5.7. So they're kind of trying to break into the session market, but not really. But they're going for the end of the workday kind of consumer. So I get it. They're trying to swallow up a lot of the market there. It's a thirst-quenching ale packed with layers of flavor. So this is one of those beers that I had and I wasn't extremely impressed with. I think at the time I wasn't really ready to drink this style of beer as well. I specifically remember when I had this. So it's in cans. I don't remember what I paid. I think I paid like $9 for the 6-pack. I actually traded a bunch of these with people that don't live in North Carolina that cannot get these. So let's try it again. I do remember it being very heavy on what I call the kind of German flavor malty side. So it does say they use European malts. On the website it doesn't tell you which ones, but they've won a few awards. So alright, so on here it says they won bronze in 2010 and 2011. That's probably about the time frame I had it when it very first came out. But you can see it's got a nice kind of orangish color to it, quite a bit of carbonation, big thick, white, frothy, foamy head as we call it, but a lot of carbonation to it, which lends more to that session side and that kind of effervescence is what I call it, for that kind of refreshing flavor in the summer months. It definitely smells, a little bit sweet, a little malty, kind of has a little bit of the kind of the orangish, lemonish type sweet citrus flavors, but not a lot of aroma to it at all, quite honestly. But you can definitely smell that kind of what I call that German influence, that European malt flavor. It definitely has a little bit of that to it. So let's take a sip, see if it's what I think I remember. It's a little hoppier than I remember. I remember it being really strong on the malt side. It's got a nice little tinge of hops right on the back end on the finish. It drinks real smooth. It definitely is malty and definitely has that kind of backbone to it for a pale ale, which is fine. I mean, pale ales don't need to be crazy hoppy and 85 IBUs. So I mean, it's what they're brewing and describing what they're supposed to do, which I give them some credit for that. It's very crisp. It's very refreshing. It's got a nice kind of zing to it in your mouth. Dissipates very quickly, which is also nice. It's malty, so it's definitely a malty pale ale, and it definitely has a little bit more of a kind of a perkiness to it in your mouth than what a lot of pale ales have on the hoppier side than the maltier side. So if you like a maltier pale ale, you can see the head is still sticking around, which quite honestly I like. I think this lends and adds to the character of the beer. It's not dissipating very much at all, but the carbonation is actually slowing down. So I think that lends to a little bit higher quality of a beer in the brewing process and maybe in the transportation process. But I like that it comes in cans. I have it on draft. It's good. I like it. I'd probably give it 3.5 on our scale of 1 to 5. I think it's got a very good place in the market of pale ales. I think think it's a crowded market, and I think if you like a maltier pale ale, this is something that you would like. I also I like the fact that it's got a little bit more what I call character to it. So it's got a nice head on it. It's got a nice kind of, I call it a zing in your mouth. It's kind of like a poppiness to it that it just finishes very well. So it doesn't dissipate too quickly where you can't even tell that you had it. So yeah, I mean, I like it. It's not my style of pale ale, but I think for the money, I think I paid $9. I think I paid $9 for the 6-pack. That's not a bad deal. So Raleigh, North Carolina has got a ton of breweries bouncing up everywhere, spawning off from Asheville. So check it out. I mean, I probably wouldn't buy this again, but it's because of what I like in terms of flavors. And I'm making this video way too long, but I like more on the hoppier side. But there's a lot of people out there that are watching this video. They're like, should I buy it, should I not? If you like a little bit more malt with a little bit of hops, buy it. It's definitely worth the money for that. So if you've tried it, let us know. Leave comments on our YouTube channel or our website, microreviewreviews.com. Click like on the video if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe to our video. We upload all the time on Facebook, on Twitter, and we will see you again real soon. Cheers.